Well, Big Blue can be seen for miles, and you may even drive by Miller Park every day on the way to work. But it's still difficult to see all the construction progress. That's why our Frank Aliaga took an inside tour today. He joins us now live from Miller Park with an update. Hi, Frank.
Hi, Renee. You said it. Actually, from the outside, it is difficult to see the amount of work that's going on the inside. With construction ongoing for nearly 2.5 years, things are starting to take form. From the chillers and broilers to the home locker room and batting cages, all the way to the 72 luxury suites. But it's going to require about 90,000 square yards of concrete, close to 2 million square feet of drywall, and 30,000 tons of steel, including the welding problem that is now behind them.
The problem has been corrected overseas. We still continue to inspect 100% of the wells right up until today.
And as of 30 days ago, the stadium is under full power, which means they don't need any external electrical sources. As far as the overall picture goes, they claim they are right on schedule.
To be about 70% complete with time and a little over 50% complete with work, that's right on schedule. We're doing fine.
Out of the $400 million project, $47 million of it will rest on the shoulders of Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. They're the ones in charge of building the retractable roof. The question is, will it be ready in time for opening day, April 2000?
We feel confident with where our contractors are at with the roof right now, so the roof is going to be working opening day 2000.
So when it's all said and done, this park will have the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds, meaning that they'll have the traditional closeness to the game and the players and the modernness of the new escalators, suites, and stores and whatnot inside the building. Renee?
Well, it's definitely taking shape, but there's still a lot of work to do. How many workers are out there on the site?
Well, actually, Renee, this is called a construction curve. What happens is they have 500 workers on site right now, and within the next couple of months, they'll increase it to about 1,000 workers.
All right, Frank Aliaga reporting live from Miller Park tonight. Thanks.
He molested 2 young... You've heard about the roof, but how's construction going on the rest of Miller Park?
Miller Park is scheduled to open in a little more than a year, and despite some setbacks with the roof, project officials say construction on the ballpark itself is ahead of schedule. To prove their point, project leaders gave our Jack Jones a private tour today.
When completed in the spring of 2000, Miller Park will have the equivalent steel and concrete to that of a 50-story skyscraper and will be the heaviest building in the state. But so far, the project's biggest burden may be the scrutiny and rumors it attracts.
The project's going to speak for itself. The scrutiny and the rumors that we hear, we do have to address them because this is a public project and the people have a right to know.
From the outside, all one can see is the partially completed roof. But officials want the public to know that inside, much of the work is near completion. In the belly of the ballpark, we found miles of installed wiring, plumbing, and ductwork.
And here we've got all of this framing work is being completed, which means that we'll be able to drywall very shortly here. If you look overhead, you've got all of this ductwork completed for the ventilation and the heating, plus it's all insulated.
Miller Park is already running on permanent power from its own electrical substation, and escalators already await fans. But most impressive is the variety of work going on simultaneously. As the final coat of paint goes on interior beams, precast columns are being placed on the exterior. Up high, the upper deck seating is being poured, while lighting for night games is installed on the roof.
If we weren't building the roof, we're far enough along and the weather's been cooperative. We're actually ahead of schedule. We could actually be playing ball yet this playing season.
So it appears without a major setback on the roof, Miller Park should be ready to play ball right on schedule. Jack Jones, today's TMJ4.
Now, to finish the project, the number of workers will increase on site. There are currently more than 500 workers on the project. That number is expected to double this summer.
And next, a tour of the new Miller Park. This is the 6 o'clock report. Miller Park is scheduled to open in a little more than a year, and despite some setbacks with the roof, construction is still ahead of schedule. Much of the work inside is almost complete. Miller Park should be finished by next spring.